going on in our environment that we didn't deal with years ago. The thyroid is the main gland that makes your body burn fat. The thyroid, and the main reason it does that for our survival is burning fat keeps our temperature up so that we don't freeze to death. It regulates our body temperature. One of the common symptoms of low thyroid is cold hands and feet, or you're cold all the time. And if you've ever had low thyroid and you've been through that, it's just torture. You almost just can't get warm. And by the way, people that have low thyroid, you tend to need more medication or more supplements for your thyroid in the winter. A lot of people really start suffering, and if they talk to their doctor, and most doctors know this, they just don't think about this, they usually need to increase your meds or your supplements in the winter. And that's why a lot of people gain weight in the winter. Thyroid's getting sluggish trying to just keep you warm. So feeding your thyroid can really help on many levels in the winter. But like I said, most of the time, the reason that the thyroid is suffering, it can be from medication, it can be from stress, bad diet, yo-yo dieting, too much caffeine. One of the big things is the iodine in our diet in this country has plummeted. They used to put a lot more iodine in the salt. They used to put iodine in the bread. And back in the 30s and 40s when they were doing the nuclear bomb testing, all of that, they thought the iodine, because iodine is a mildly radioactive mineral, and they thought, well, too much may damage the body. They just didn't know. So they took all the iodine out of the U.S. diet. And they were just afraid of it. And that's when the thyroid issues really started increasing. Now, Dr. David Brownstein, a lot of doctors are saying, nope, we need more iodine. In fact, they're saying we don't just need the 150 micrograms of iodine a day. We need milligrams, and even up to 20 or 30 milligrams. This product by Terry Naturally is kind of based on David Brownstein's information. I have his book up there. A lot of people are very cautious about iodine, but there's a lot of natural doctors, Dr. Madej down at Phoenix Medical, they're putting people on iodoral, which this is the equivalent of, and it's like 25 or 30 milligrams of iodine a day. And this can have amazing effects on the body. Surprisingly, a lot of people can take some supplemental iodine with their medication. You just wouldn't use it in the morning. Legally, we have to say, consult your doctor. But if you know your diet's low in iodine, you can pass that around. It can help. I do have several customers that take their thyroid medicine in the morning. They take one of these maybe in the afternoon, maybe not every day, maybe 3 days a week. And they're feeling better. Their thyroid medicine's working better. Their body did not have too much iodine. Now, you can get too much iodine. We tell people, get your regular checkups. They will check your iodine. But most people are doing well on the iodine. Iodine has some really good benefits while we're talking about thyroid. It tends to be anti-cancer, especially breast cancer. It tends to really help autoimmune problems in the body. So there's been a lot of people with autoimmune that have found some benefits from that. It's also good for the brain, very important for mental function. And so many people with low thyroid, your brain's just not working. And how can you work on weight loss and energy when your brain's not working? There are some other good things that help the thyroid. One is L-tyrosine, and I may not have pulled that, but this has it in there. L-tyrosine is an amino acid. You get that from protein. That's one of the reasons eggs are so good for people with low thyroid. They tend to help with that and give the body the food. Because right first thing in the morning, that's when your thyroid is wanting to shoot out the thyroxine. The thyroid hormone is going to boost your metabolism for the day. So we just need that first thing in the morning. If you can't eat a lot of protein, I do recommend that people take L-tyrosine. And we do have it in capsules, a 500 milligram capsule. This product is called Metabolic Advantage, and it has a combination. Now, I do have people that don't necessarily have abnormal thyroid levels that use this product for weight loss. They're just feeding their thyroid because it's the main gland associated with burning fat. And so just about everyone can use this product unless they have issues. But it again has the vitamin C, the B12, the iodine, the magnesium, zinc, copper, magnesium, molybdenum, There's one key mineral that this doesn't have that I like for people with thyroid issues to be on, and it never hurts for you to try sometime, and that's selenium. Has anybody ever heard of selenium? Selenium's a trace mineral. It's one of the first ones that was discovered years ago, and they started finding mineral deficiencies of selenium. In fact, in animals, have you ever heard of the book or the doctor, Dead Doctors Don't Lie? All right. He was a veterinarian, Dr. Eli Wallach, and he studied animals in turkeys that did not get enough selenium in their diet. Within a few months, died from aneurysms. Their blood vessels burst. Well, he started doing more and more studies through the animals, and then with humans. He thought, well, if that happened in animals, what's going on with humans? And he started studying some of the public health statistics and found out that humans that don't get enough selenium have aneurysms. Well, one of the other things that they found with selenium is it activates the thyroid. And what I say in general for people with thyroid is it's good to be on something, a multivitamin or a mineral that has your trace minerals in it. There's a lot, there's about 50 or 80 trace minerals, even more, that the body needs and we don't get in our refined foods. But sometimes the limiting factor, some of you are already on something for thyroid, but if you're not on the selenium and you're really trying to lose weight, you may want to add selenium. You never want to do over 200 micrograms a day. But I know for myself, I've had selenium really give me a boost in my energy, my mental well-being, and just keeping my weight off. You know, I used to weigh 180 years ago. I'm 63 now. I've had to, once you've been up there, you've got to work to keep it off. So I'm always working to keep that weight off. So selenium can make a difference for the thyroid. Now this one, they've added other things for your weight loss, your green tea, extract in your green coffee, all of which can be very good for thyroid. And then this is a product that just has the iodine and the L-tyrosine together in it. And this is what I take every morning. I do 2 of those. So I'm getting the high dose. I was having chronic heart palpitations. After 5 days on this product, they stopped. That's my testimony. I can't make claims that that would help for everybody, but a lot of people with thyroid issues get heart palpitations. And they go to the doctor.
You say you check it for your thyroid?
I do. Yes, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's years ago. Now, many doctors guard against the high dose of iodine with Hashimoto's, but it's actually helped me. I do take breaks from it to make sure I'm not getting too much iodine. I get my iodine checked.
Sure.
All right. Now, just keep in mind that too much caffeine, caffeine and sugar are like street drugs for thyroid. They'll give it a boost, and then it plummets. You're going to feel horrible later on. Ashwagandha is a new herb, very popular, that can really help thyroid and just help your well-being and kind of calms nerves so you're not nervous and eating out of stress. But keep in mind, your thyroid is your basic fat-burning gland and your thyroid hormones. T3 is the main hormone of the thyroid hormones that burns fat. Your thyroid puts out T4 and some T3, and your liver converts T4 to T3. But we have to have enough T3 to really do fat burning. If you're toxic, we talked about cleansing a few weeks ago. If your liver's toxic, you're not going to convert T4 to T3 very well. So you may need to cleanse or clean up the diet to do that. There are some herbs that can also help with that, but as I said, 7-keto, DHEA is really the exact thing that helps convert T4 to T3. And most people with thyroid issues or weight loss can benefit very well. And none of these hype you up or stimulants. They're safe with blood pressure issues. There's some other herbs that are good for the thyroid. I said kelp. Spirulina. Has anyone ever heard of spirulina? It's from the ocean, but it's an algae, and it's amazing the energy you have on this, and it's great for sugar craving. It can really help, and with low blood sugar. Most of our customers that come in here with low blood sugar, where your blood sugar gets low and you get sweaty and weak and dizzy and you may get a headache and blurry vision, spirulina is awesome for that, and also has a lot of nutrition for your thyroid. I just thought I'd bring in some products today tying in with the glands, so you know what to feed your glands if you need it. Keeping in mind that a good healthy diet, a good natural multivitamin, you know, that is your foundation. It's like building a house. You can't have good health without good nutrition. It's like gravity. You've got to have the good nutrition in the diet. All of your glands do need your healthy leafy greens, but if you're not getting a lot, this is a great way to get a concentrated form of greens in a pill form. For me, only 1 or 2 spirulina capsules a day is just excellent. And of course, my phone rings. I really hate to stop, but my daughter-in-law may be in labor. Pro Health, or John? What's up? That's probably all I want to say about thyroid, but thyroid is usually the first gland you want to work on. If you've done everything for weight loss, you're exercising, you're dieting, and you're just not losing weight, feeding your pain and inflammation in your body, all of those are symptoms of adrenal fatigue. And the adrenal glands are very important because it also helps metabolism, especially burning the fat around the middle. Most of us that have that apple shape, we don't have the weight on the thighs. Low thyroid, you tend to put more weight on the thighs. And you can tell most of my weight's in my thighs. If you have more of the skinny legs and the apple shape, you've probably got something going on with your adrenals. So that's another thing to look at, is your body shape and your glands. Pituitary, if